Hey, what's up, guys? Brother Ray. Ray. Brother Ray. So I just stopped by the Colombian. I found a Colombian hot dog joint by my house, and I feel like, you know what? Let me try this. Let me try a Colombian hot dog. What is that like? I've seen an episode on Anthony Bourdain back when he was alive. He was in South Florida. He was in Miami, actually, like not far from me, and he went to this Colombian hot dog place, and it looked really good. It's got like, it's not like your American hot dog. The American hot dog is plain in comparison, but it's a really cool. It's a really cool. Looks good. Now, keep in mind, I'm Brazilian, right? I've had Colombian food before, and I don't think it's as good as Brazilian food. Actually, I'm pretty sure of it. Brazilians, we have the Brazilian hot dog, and it's delicious. It's like it looks like the Colombian hot dog. You got all kind of stuff on it. Like, I can't even explain it. You got, we chop the sausage into little pieces, and we put it in some kind of tomato sauce thing, and we put a bunch of other stuff on it, and then we put it in a bun. And when you eat it, it just like blows your mind, right? When you eat it, you say, Allahu Akbar. No, you don't actually. You don't say that. You say hot dog Akbar, because it's freaking delicious. Yeah, so it's freaking good. So I decided to buy. Speaking of Allahu Akbar, I just drove by a mosque right there. I just drove by a mosque. The only mosque that I've seen out here in this region. I've actually went there before, and they gave me a Qur'an and a bunch of pamphlets to try to lure me to Islam. I've looked at it, thought it was interesting, but no thanks. I'll remain a Christian. And I've read the whole Quran, by the way. So, like I said, the hot dog was delicious, and so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the Colombian hot dog. It looks pretty good, and they had like different kinds of Colombian sodas. It was like different colors. It was like pink, yellow, orange, blue, red. It was different kinds of Colombian sodas. And I asked the lady, look, which ones do you like? And she's like, oh, I like this one. And it was like a yellow looking soda. And I said, okay, I'll take that one. So I'm going to eat it, and then, I'll let you guys know how I feel about it and compare it with the Brazilian hot dog and see how that goes. So, yeah. All right, so moving on. I was watching a video of Sam Shimon talking about Yasir Qadhi. Yasir Qadhi was talking about jihad. He was basically confessing the things that Muslims deny, right? Muslims always say that they peacefully spread Islam, and 5 minutes of Google and you'll see that's not true. And Islam spread by violence, politics, and both. So warfare, and Yasir Qadhi admits it, and he's right. He's right. So my thoughts on Yasir Qadhi is, either he's extreme, he's been caught lying, right? Like, he'll say one thing, and then he'll say, in one video, he'll say one thing, and then years later in a different video, he'll say something else, right? And then when you compare both videos, it's like you have two Yasir Qadhis. You have the Yasir Qadhi that says one thing, and you have the Yasir Qadhi that says another thing. But I do have to give him credit that he will tell the truth. Like, he'll say things that Muslims like are not really supposed to say, and he says them openly, and I respect that. Either one of three things. Okay, the videos where Yasir Qadhi says something, and then the videos that are more recent from him that say other things, doesn't mean that he's necessarily lying or contradicting. It's possible that he just changed his opinion, he changed his view. Now, when he denies that he said something different before, or that he's always known or whatever, then yes, he's lying. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not trying to defend the guy. He's a pagan. He hates Christianity. He hates Jesus. So, I mean, I'm not going to defend somebody like that. But I'm just saying, like, hey, you know what? Maybe the possibility is there that he changed his views. No one is born knowing everything. And even scholars, they grow in their expertise of whatever whatever subject they're, devoting their lives to study. They don't automatically know everything because they're scholars. They can learn more, deeper, teachings. So it's possible that he may have had a change of, opinions or a different perspective, that he changed his, he knows more, therefore, an evolution of his understanding on the subject. But I highly doubt it. I highly, extremely doubt it. I give that possibility maybe a 1% to 5% chance. And that's being very generous. Now, the second possibility is that Yasir Qadhi may he may simply be a very honest Muslim. He wasn't honest before, but he's being honest now. He told you the Quran is corrupted. He told you that the lies that Muslims say that the Quran was perfectly preserved, that it's not true. There's holes in that narrative. He told you that. Yasir Qadhi tells you that, hey, majority of conversions to Islam are from people, non-Muslims that marry Muslims. So Christian women, the stupid, idiotic, dumb Christian women that marry Muslim men, they end up becoming Muslims, right? So that's what it is. A majority of Christians that become Muslims are Christian women that marry Muslim men. They become Muslims. A Muslim man is not going to marry a Christian woman and just have no intentions of making her a Muslim. Plus, it benefits him for her to be a Muslim because he can do whatever he wants. He has complete authority over her. She has to have sex with him whenever he wants it. It's in the Quran. I've read it myself. If you don't believe me, just do your research. I mean, she has to be a complete slave to him, right? Forget women's rights or whatever. She has to be 100% compliant, submissive to him, which is very attractive, even for me as a Christian man. The thought of a woman being 100% compliant and submissive to me is a very attractive proposition. So no wonder, how do Islam have so many followers? Islam appeals to the sexual desires of men. Therefore, a lot of men are going to join Islam. Why not? Right? So that's my theory on that. And, Yasir Qadhi could be simply very honest. Muslims can be dishonest. They're allowed to be dishonest to non-Muslims. We're trash to them. Non-Muslims are trash to Islam. It says in the Quran. It says that Jews and Christians are the worst of creatures. It says that. I've read it myself. So, I mean, they don't have an obligation to tell us the truth because, we're nobodies to them. Like, think of like back in the days when there was racism and black people were treated like animals and they were not worthy of any respect from the white man. Back then, that's how Islam sees the non-Muslim. We're called kafir or kufar. And basically, a kufar is somebody who's not a Muslim, and we're the worst of creatures. We're worse than the cockroaches and the snakes and the pigs and, any animal you can think of, a flea, a fly. We're the worst of creatures according to the Quran. And Muslims follow the Quran. So we are, according to their theology, the worst of creatures. The person who's not a Muslim. Or worse, the person who becomes aware of Islam and rejects it. So we're the worst. Like we're the worst of creatures. I dare them to tell me that I'm lying. Anyway, and I don't hate Muslims. I'm not Islamophobe. I'm just stating what's true. If what I'm saying is wrong, then the Quran is wrong because I'm quoting the Quran. So you tell me, am I wrong or not? If I told you that the Quran says that Christians and Jews are the worst of creatures and that the unbeliever is the worst of creature, if I told you that and you tell me that I'm lying, that means the Quran is lying. Like if you tell me that I'm lying and then I give you the quote, what are you going to say? Are you going to agree with the Quran or are you going to disagree with the Quran? I'm a Christian, so I disagree with the Quran. I think I want to be the worst of creatures. You think I like that another religion is telling me that I'm the worst of creatures? Imagine if I said that Muslims are the worst of creatures, right? That would be unacceptable. Well, it's unacceptable also for you to say that Christians and Jews are the worst of creatures, but your God is supposed to be the God of the Bible, the God that the Jews and the Christians were worshiping. So that means you're saying that your God is a traitor, that he doesn't actually like the people that he spent time with, the Jews and the Christians, before the Muslims. So, all right. So yes, Muslims can lie to us because they don't have any obligation to tell us the truth. Plus, they have different forms of lying. The one that most of us know of is called taqiyya. Taqiyya means that you can use deception if it's going to benefit Islam. So if a Muslim lies to you, and in his lie, if his lie helps Islam, then it's okay because it helps Islam. It's doable. Allah understands. Of course, this is ridiculous that God would allow any kind of lie. And God is not the God of lie, and Satan is the father of lies. So the fact that your God says it's okay for you to lie, that means I can't accept your God. Your God is no different than Satan, right? And this is like how the Christian would see it, and the Jew, and any normal person who's not a Muslim. So they can use taqiyya and say things and lie about it and lie to us. And majority of the things that Muslims tell us are lies. But Yasir Qadhi, he told us the truth. So Yasir Qadhi could be that one Muslim, that one rare Muslim that is actually telling the truth. And like, the Quran is not perfectly preserved. The Quran is corrupted. Islam did not spread peacefully. Islam used violence and politics to spread to the world. He said that. So he's telling the truth, and because he's telling the truth, I have no choice but to respect him. Like, wow, thank you, Yasir Qadhi. Thank you for not sugarcoating things. And you yourself said it, that you don't sugarcoat things. Now here's the third theory about Yasir Qadhi, that he may actually be a Christian who's, imagine a guy like that. He realizes that Islam is false. I mean, just overwhelming amount of evidence and proof that Islam is false. He realizes it. Then he sees the truth that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and that Jesus is the way to God, and no one can go to God unless they go through Jesus. Imagine he realizes that, he accepts Christianity, but Yasir Qadhi is a famous guy. He has a reputation in the Muslim world. He has a career, probably has a family. People in higher places than him know where he lives, know about him. And people on his level that are either work with him or wants to bring him down, they have information on him. And people beneath him, directly under him, that work for him or with him, also know things about him. So this guy's in a very tight position. He probably believes in Christianity, but he can't really forfeit everything. He probably has family. I don't know if he has wife and children, or wives and children and grandchildren. Well, you never know. Probably has parents, so he probably got a lot to lose. So I imagine that if he had accepted Christianity, what he would do is, even though it's not good to do that, it's deception. Deception is against the teachings of Christ. He should, if he's a Christian, he should renounce everything and say, you know what, I'm Christian for now, and then go through all the persecution, probably death, but his reward will be immense. Yasir Qadhi should do that. If he's a Christian, he should come out and say he's a Christian and abandon everything. And us Christians, we will embrace him, and we will look out for him, But it's possible also that Yasir Qadhi may be a Christian who's pretending to be a Muslim because he wants to enjoy the benefits of being a Muslim. Um, he possibly wants to enjoy all the benefits of being a Muslim scholar, but he knows Islam is false, and therefore he's sabotaging Islam from within. Like, he's speaking as a scholar. He'll defend Islam to so that he does to get away, so that people don't, so he's not exposed. He'll defend Islam, but he'll sabotage Islam. He'll really damage the religion, and he's doing us a great favor by sabotaging Islam for us. If we say the Quran is not preserved, then they say, you're just hating because you're a Christian. You're supposed to say that the Quran is not preserved. If the Quran was preserved, then we're supposed to say it, because that's, we're supposed to tell the truth no matter what, even if it's not beneficial to us. If the Quran was perfectly preserved, then we have to say, you know what, the Quran's perfectly preserved, but it doesn't mean that it's from God. Any book can be perfectly preserved. The fact is, the Quran is not perfectly preserved. We know that. Muslim sources, authentic Muslim sources, tell us that. But Muslims are not supposed to say that. But Yasir Qadhi will still tell us the Quran has not been perfectly preserved. The Quran's corrupted. He didn't say corrupted, but everything indicates that it was corrupted. Because he'll tell you that Uthman burned the Qurans, right? Under whose authority? I don't know. His own authority? Definitely not Allah's authority. He burned the Qurans and basically standardized the Quran, meaning he could have wrote whatever he wanted in there, and no one would know whether he accurately copied from the originals or if he made up his own Quran. We don't know, right? And he'll tell you that, and he'll tell you Islam spread through violence. Islam spread through politics with violence. He'll tell us, he'll tell you straight up. So either Yasir Qadhi is a very honest Muslim, or he's a Christian, though I wouldn't say a real one, because a real Christian would abandon the luxuries of the world and go through the persecution and suffer. But he's someone who probably, it's possible that he accepted Christianity and now he's trying to sabotage. He's like a double agent. Like he's sabotaging Islam from within. He's telling us all these truths about Islam that Muslims hate, and he's exposing Islam for us. A lot of people have left Islam because of Yasir Qadhi, and that's great. Very good. Very good. You freeing them from the grips and the traps of Islam. You're freeing them from that oppressive lifestyle and that oppressive religion that has no respect for human rights unless they're Muslim men. Thank you so much. And a lot of people are becoming atheists, which is not good, but a lot of Muslims are becoming Christians, which is very good. You're saving them. May God bless you, Yasir Qadhi. May God bless you for leading Muslims to Christianity. May God bless you. And if you're not a Christian, but you're sabotaging Islam anyway, and you're leading them to Christ, may you come to Christ also. So those are my conspiracy theories about Yasir Qadhi. One, he may be telling the truth because, he lied and he got caught lying. And now he has to tell the truth because he knows if he lies, he'll get caught. That's one theory. Theory number two, Yasir Qadhi may have had a change of heart. And he lied before, but he learned some new things. And now he's telling the truth. Or maybe he thought, when he was lying, he thought he was telling the truth. But then he realized that it wasn't true. Now he's telling the truth. So that's number two. Number three, Yasir Qadhi may just be a very honest Muslim, and he's telling the truth. And he said, you know what, I'm not going to do taqiyya. I'm not going to do kitman. I'm not going to, I'm just going to tell the truth. I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth because I don't care if my God says that I can lie if it benefits Islam. I'm going to have integrity. I'm going to be a decent human being despite what my religion teaches, and I'm going to tell the truth no matter what. And he's that one rare, honest Muslim. I'm sure they're honest to each other, but to the kuffar, they don't have to be honest. They don't have to. They can. It's awesome if they are. I bet you millions and millions of them are. but millions and millions and millions of them are not. And Yasir Qadhi has been dishonest in the past, but now he's just honest. He decided that he will be honest, and that's that. He's not gonna lie. He's gonna be honest, and boom, that's that. And the last theory is that he's actually a Christian who's pretending to be a Muslim scholar, and he's sabotaging Islam from within. Of all the theories, I think that one is the least possible, but it's possible nevertheless. And I feel like, yeah, it's possible that Yasir Qadhi is a Christian, a former Muslim who's still in that position. He's accepted Christianity. He reads the Bible in secret. He secretly prays to Jesus, but he follows all the rituals of Islam just for show, and he sabotages Islam from within. And even though what you're doing is not what you're doing is deception, and God doesn't like it, at the same time, I do appreciate that form of warfare. I appreciate that if you are indeed a Christian, because let's face it, regardless of the theories, you are sabotaging Islam, and we like it. We enjoy it. We enjoy that you're exposing Islam, that you're telling truths about Islam that people don't like to hear. I appreciate it. Same thing when a Christian tells the truth about Christianity that Christians don't like to hear, which is what I'm doing in this channel. I also appreciate it. So I'm not being biased. I do appreciate you telling the truth about Islam. We know what the truth is, but they keep insisting on lying and they're only fooling themselves. We read your sources. We read your Muslim sources. We know what they say. I appreciate Yasir Qadhi for spilling the beans on Islam. But if you are a Christian, please at some point come out and do the right thing. But if you're not but if you are a Christian and you're sabotaging Islam from within, you know what? You have to do the right thing, but I do appreciate you sabotaging Islam. And maybe that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. Maybe you are, do what you do, bro. It's working. Whatever you're doing is working, and people are leaving Islam. So shout out to Yasir Qadhi. Hey, love you, man. Appreciate you, Yasir Qadhi. And I'm reading your introduction to the Quranic sciences, Quranic science or Quran sciences, something like that. I'm reading that book, so thank you. I like your work. Thank you for telling the truth about Islam, that the Quran is not perfectly preserved, that the Quran is corrupted, and that Islam spread through jihad, and that it spread through violence and politics with violence. Thank you, Yasir Qadhi. Let me go. Let me enjoy my Colombian hot dog before it gets cold, and then I'll do a video about the Colombian hot dog, and I'll tell you how it tasted, and I'll compare it with a Brazilian hot dog and give you my my verdict. Thank you. God bless you.